Hey, what's up guys? So we're back with another Star Wars video. If you're new channel, welcome. We're going to be checking out another video by Red5. So shout out and credit goes to Red5 for the video. And this one is called The 10 Most Powerful Bombs in All of Star Wars. Now, I wonder if they're talking about like everything from like maybe a small grenade, like a thermal detonator, all the way to something really massive and explosive. So when it comes to bombs, the number one bomb that always comes to my mind is the seismic charge. I mean, ever since I saw and heard it in episode 2 when Jango Fett tried to use it on Obi-Wan, that's the sound of it always stayed in my mind. So hopefully, and I did see the seismic charge on the thumbnail, so he's definitely going to be talking about that. But he also talked about uh, one bomb on the thumbnail that I never heard of. I think it's called the Thought Bomb. I don't know what that is, but I'm really curious to see what it can do and where it came from and its capabilities. So without anything else, let's just jump right into it.
Star Wars is a galaxy of lightsabers, blasters, and starfighters, but when it comes to raw destruction, nothing delivers like a bomb. Whether they're dropped from
There
a
it is.
ship, planted in secret, or detonated without warning. From handheld grenades to those that left massive craters in galactic history, these are the 10 most powerful bombs in all of Star Wars. Number 10, Fragmentation Grenade. Swap out the sci-fi casing,
So basically
and
the
the
frags.
fragmentation grenades in Star Wars are basically modern hand grenades we have here on Earth. The C-22, one of the most widely used models in galactic history, detonates with a concussive blast that hurls metal shards in every direction. Anyone caught in the radius without armor is either maimed or killed instantly. The C-22 is all about clearing a trench, breaking an enemy line, or disrupting formations in close quarters combat. These were especially common during the Clone Wars and the Galactic Civil War, used by planetary militias, rebel cells, and even Imperial forces during ground assaults. It lacks finesse, but that's never been the
Yeah, it
point.
gets the job
When
done.
cover isn't enough and you need to make sure the enemy doesn't get back up, a well-placed frag grenade gets the job done. Number 9, Cryo Ban Grenade. When you think of a bomb, you probably think of fire, smoke, and
Cryoban.
explosions, not ice. The Cryoban Grenade is a specialized explosive that releases an intense burst of supercooled gas on detonation, flash freezing anything within its blast radius. They were originally designed
Oh,
to
cool.
suppress fires on starships before bounty hunters and mercenaries began carrying them. While it won't vaporize a tank or level a building, what it does do is instantly encase targets in ice, freezing machinery.
Oh yeah, now yeah, that would explain why bounty hunters would carry it, because when they get like a contract or a bounty that it says wanted alive, then this is the best way to capture them. So good on that, but I never heard of the cryoban grenade.
Weapons, and even limbs solid
1.7
in
second delay.
seconds. The sudden temperature drop could disable systems, crack metal, and render enemies helpless before the kill shot. While often overshadowed by thermal detonators or heavier ordnance, cryoban grenades have their place. In the hands of a bounty hunter or mercenary, they were a tactical option to literally freeze a target in their tracks. Number 8, Thermal Detonator.
Here we go.
Probably
The
the
most
most
common.
iconic explosive in Star Wars, the thermal detonator was small, simple, and destructive. Don't let its size fool you. This compact, palm-sized device contains a baradium core, a highly volatile substance capable of producing an explosion powerful enough to vaporize anyone within a several meter radius. When activated, thermal detonators emit a distinctive high-pitched tone and glow ominously, giving any target a few tense seconds to surrender or die. Thermal detonators are used by bounty hunters, criminal syndicates, and most of the militaries in galactic history.
Yeah, it's just
Princess
a standard
Leia
loadout.
famously used one disguised as the bounty hunter Boushh when threatening Jabba the Hutt at his palace on Tatooine. The message was clear: pay up or we all go together. Detonators are rarely used casually. The blast is almost immediate, leaving nothing but scorched earth and ash in its wake. In many cases, they're more valuable as a deterrent than an actual weapon. Number 7, Thermal Imploder. If the thermal detonator was feared for its explosive force, the thermal imploder took things to the next level. Used by Imperial forces like shore troopers, the thermal imploder created a violent vacuum upon detonation, drawing in surrounding matter with crushing force before releasing a concussive blast. The
Whoa.
distinctive sound they made only hinted at their truly destructive power, as the air itself almost seemed to
This is
scream.
Battlefront 2.
Unlike most explosives that rely on fire or fragmentation, the imploder compressed space inward for a split second before violently releasing it. The shockwave could seriously damage a turret placement, an AT-ST walker, or an entire squad of infantry. We saw it in action most famously in the Star Wars Battlefront games, where a single toss of an imploder could erase an entire squad of enemies. Its deep, pulsing detonation sound became instantly recognizable, like a black hole collapsing in on itself. Number 6. Impact Grenade.
Interesting.
While most grenades have a timed delay and allow the intended target a moment or two to react, the impact grenade doesn't
boom.
offer that luxury. As the name suggests, it detonates the instant it makes contact. No timer, no warning, just an immediate explosion. Favored in close quarters combat, these grenades are thrown or launched directly at the target and explode on impact, maximizing surprise and minimizing the chance for the enemy to react or escape. They're especially effective in confined spaces like corridors, bunkers, or urban environments, where timing is everything. Clone commandos, bounty hunters, and insurgents could use impact grenades when breaching rooms or flushing out entrenched enemies. In the chaos of war, shaving off a few seconds could mean living to fight another day. While impact grenades have about the same destructive radius of a thermal detonator, their speed and reliability make them a tactical staple across the galaxy. You throw it, it hits, it explodes. No fuss,
good old
no second chances.
Battlefront 2.
Number 5, Proton Bomb. If you thought the explosive second chances. Number 5.
Look at this drawing.
Proton Bomb. If you thought the explosives we talked about so far were bad, it's time to start thinking bigger. Proton bombs are a mainstay of starfighter and bomber payloads, often used by the Republic, Rebel Alliance, and Empire to take out heavily fortified targets. Unlike proton torpedoes, which are guided and more surgical, proton bombs are dropped in mass from low altitude or space and detonate with staggering force. They use a proton-based warhead that unleashes a chain reaction at the subatomic level, resulting in wide area devastation. The blast radius is immense, capable of reducing entire bunkers, walker convoys, or shield generators to slag. We see proton bombs deployed to great effect in The Last Jedi, when Paige Tico sacrifices herself to drop a full payload from her Star Fortress bomber onto a First Order dreadnought. The result, a ship the size of a city is annihilated in seconds. Number 4, Electro-Proton Bomb.
Oh, I remember that
The
one.
Electro-Proton Bomb was a
That from the Clone Wars.
super weapon unlike anything else in the Clone Wars. Developed in secret and dropped on Malastare during a battle with the Separatists, this bomb didn't unleash fire or shrapnel. Instead, it released a powerful electromagnetic shockwave that disabled all battle droids and technology within its blast radius, without harming nearby Republic clones. At least, that's what was supposed to happen. The bomb worked, but its side effect was catastrophic. The massive energy surge created seismic instability, causing a sinkhole and awakening a creature buried deep within Malastare, the Zillo Beast. Towering, nearly impervious to damage, and enraged, the beast turned the entire battle into a disaster. While incredibly effective as a non-lethal anti-droid weapon, the Electro-Proton Bomb was never widely deployed, likely due to the aftermath of its initial test. But its design showed the Republic's willingness to push technological boundaries, even at great risk.
Number 3. I accidentally touched the pad and fast forwarded twice, but I mean, that would explain why we only saw it once. But I mean, in my opinion, I thought it was super effective. I mean, an EMP bomb that takes out the droids, but it does not affect any organic beings. Very effective against the Separatists. But the fact that it created the sinkhole on Malice there, I thought that could have been just, an isolated incident, because if you drop it on somewhere else, like another planet, I doubt that. Well, I don't want to say I doubt. Maybe it wouldn't cause another sinkhole or anything like that. But in my opinion, if they continue developing that, maybe it could have worked on several more battles and given the Republic more advantages. Now we're talking about one of my favorite explosives, the seismic charge.
Seismic charge. Few things in Star Wars are as instantly recognizable or satisfyingly destructive as the seismic charge. Made famous by Jango Fett in Attack of the Clones and later his son Boba, the seismic charge doesn't explode in the traditional sense. Instead, it detonates with a delay, releasing a concussive pulse that violently shreds everything in a flat radius. The shockwave tears through asteroids, ships, and debris like a blade, silently for a split second, followed by a sound that's become iconic. A deep metallic whomp that seems to rip the galaxy apart. The sound design is simply among the best in Star Wars. I know you want to hear it, so here you go.
He knew.
The science behind the seismic charge
The Red 5 already knew what the audience wanted.
is pretty vague. Some claim it temporarily rips a hole in space, others say it sends out a rapidly compressed wave of sonic energy. Whatever the case, its effectiveness is undeniable. Used sparingly due to their power, seismic charges are typically deployed from the rear of a starship, especially by Slave One. Against fast-moving enemies, or in dense fields like asteroid belts, they're the perfect trap. Number 2. Fusion Bomb. The Fusion Bomb was the Empire's final word. Any Mandalorian who survived the Great Purge of Mandalore would tell you that. It was on the night of 1,000
Oh, these were
years
fusion
when the
bombs.
Imperial Navy deployed TIE bombers armed with fusion bombs, glassing Mandalore, disrupting the planet's magnetic field, and leaving it uninhabitable. The fusion bombs dropped by Imperial TIE bombers essentially equate to the thermonuclear weapons we have here on Earth, like hydrogen bombs. Unlike fission bombs, which use the splitting of atoms to detonate, fusion bombs utilize the combining of light atomic nuclei, such as hydrogen. Number 1. Sith Thought Bomb. We detailed this one in our 10 worst ways to die in all of Star Wars video, and...
Oh, that's right. That's where it came from. Because I'm like, I remember Thought Bomb somewhere, but I just forgot like where I saw it or heard it, but I don't think I really went into detail about like what it can do.
It deserves another mention here. It's not a bomb in the traditional sense. There's no explosion, no fire, no shrapnel, but the Sith Thought Bomb is one of the deadliest weapons ever conceived in the Star Wars galaxy. Forged through ancient Sith sorcery, the Thought Bomb is a ritual-based weapon made entirely of dark side energy. When detonated, it doesn't destroy with heat or pressure. It traps the souls of every Force-sensitive being caught within its blast radius, imprisoning them in an endless state of torment for eternity. This horrifying technique was used during the final battle of the New Sith Wars by the Sith Brotherhood of Darkness. Faced with imminent defeat, the Brotherhood gathered their collective power
the Sith Brotherhood,
wiping out not only their Jedi enemies, but themselves in the process. The resulting explosion annihilated everything in the area and created a lingering nexus of dark-side energy. Even Darth Bane, who manipulated them into triggering the Thought Bomb, barely escaped its aftermath. For those unfortunate enough to be caught in its detonation, death is only the beginning of an endless nightmare. The Sith Thought Bomb wasn't just the end of a war, it was a weapon that turned the Force itself into a prison, forever echoing with the screams of the damned.
All right, another great video by Red 5, but also on top of that, when it comes to like these explosives, I mean, most of them are pretty much the same as what we have in like modern time, you know, the frag grenades and incendiaries, impact grenades here and there. But it started going to sci-fi, in my opinion, after like the second half. You know, proton bomb. I'm looking at it right now. Proton bomb, electroproton, seismic, fusion, Sith thought bomb. Overall, again, seismic charge, my favorite because of the sound, and Red 5 already knew, so he played the sound for us. But also on top of that, the Sith thought bomb doesn't really, as he said, there's no explosion or anything, so I don't know if bomb might be the best way to describe it, but still pretty cool. But either way, which one is your guys' favorite? For me, like I said, I know this is the 5th time I'm saying it, seismic charge is my favorite favorite bomb in Star Wars. So which one's your favorite? Please put down in the comments below. I would love to hear it. And again, shout out and credit goes to Red 5 for the video. Well done once again. And as always. So that's all I got for today. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that notification bell so you know when I drop another video. And also shout out to all my members, subscribers, viewers. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your support, guys. I really do appreciate it. So without anything else, see you guys next time.